probably the same with skins as well. I mean, you have to be true to yourself as well, because they also, you know, make up your sound.
Yeah.
So what are the skins?
So the skins are, I'm Remo, and I've always been Remo. When I used to be, I'm still a Steve Gadd fan. You know, way back in the day, he used to play hydraulics, Evans hydraulic heads, and that's when I did. I played them way back in the day, and you know, switched to Remo. Never had endorsement with Evans. Never wanted endorsement with Evans. All Evans heads has a hole in them. I don't know if you guys know that, but they do, and they're trash. And I love Remo. I've always loved Remo. I'm using Ebony Emperors right now. We actually have black ambassadors that came out that I put on my drums at home, and they're amazing. They have for snare side black. It sounds really good, and they have for the toms ambassadors. They're really cool. So you know, Remo is good family, and Remo himself. I just did PASIC about a year or two ago, and I was talking to him, and I was telling him I wanted a red P77 drum head. And he was like, "Why do you want that, Gerald?" I was like, "You know, I want something different for the kids. Like, I think the kids would be attracted to that. And let's try to do that. Let's make some colors and be a little flamboyant, right?" Yeah. He said, "Okay, for you, I'm gonna make it." And he made me those heads. I have the red P77. I also have a black P77 that nobody will never get. I have like maybe 20 of each. And he okayed that for me to have it, and God rest his soul, he passed away within the month, so I never was able to tell. I told him thank you that night, but I never was able to tell him thank you in person. And I love that guy. I love Remo.
You'll just thank him with your playing, basically.
Yeah.
That's all you can do now.
Yeah, I'm trying. And then all the shorties and all the guys that I call my nephews, I put them on to this sort of stuff, and they take it and they be like, "All right, we're gonna try this. We love this. This is great." You know, even with the cymbals and everything. "Do you have the blah blah blah?" "Yeah, I got that. Come on, let's play it." And that's what makes them excited about the product, and excited because, you know, when I was younger, certain things we just couldn't afford. You know what I mean? And we would see it and be like, "Man, I want that so bad." But they're able to come to their Uncle Gerald house and be able to play it, whatever they see. You know what I mean? All this is at my house. So
True. Sticks.
Yeah.
What sticks do you use?
Is the best.
What sounds?
Well,
what material?
I have a signature stick, but it definitely started out. What the process of getting your own signature stick is, Vic first sends you a bunch of sticks, and you say what you like and what you don't like about them, and you narrow it all the way down until you get like one pair, and you'd be like, "I want my stick to be similar to this." And they'll make it similar. My stick is similar to a 3A, American 3A, but it's more tapered, and it might be the same length, but more tapered. Now, what people don't know, and I always say this, Vic Firth has 16 weights to each stick. So you know how sometimes you pick up a stick and it feels like there's nothing in it? And then you pick up a stick and it feels like it's full in the inside? That's why, because those are two different weights. So I use the heaviest, which is 16, and in my signature stick. So I love Vic Firth. God rest his soul too. He was a good dude to me. Always had good conversations. You know, one thing we did talk about, you know, the reason why I love Vic Firth so much is because Vic Firth was a player. So who can better make a stick than a player? Because he's been in the game, and he's been watching from the outside of the game. And that's what makes that stick perfect, because of the fact that he knows what a drummer needs. He knows what type of response the stick needs to be.
It's not like accountant's stick.
Right. Yeah. Like for instance, the stick that he made with the mallet here and the drumstick here. Like, you had to know, you know, he played in the orchestras. Oh, I need a stick sound here. How do I get back to my mallets? I'm gonna make stick here, mallet here, flip. That was genius. And that's because he was in the game. You know, he's a player.
The electronics, what do you use?
I use Roland. I use the SPD-SX pad. The V drums. I use the V drums. I love Roland. The feel of Roland is amazing. The feel of Roland is amazing. I do want to work on their sounds, because I feel that Yamaha does a good. What they do is they sample their drums into their electronics, so which is really cool. And I'm trying to get Roland to getting to the sampling of it, of the whole aspect of it. Let's make our own drums, you know. I do. People don't know, but on Remember the Time for Michael Jackson, those snare drum sounds, I made those sounds. You know, on the second album, the other album that I played on is called Rock My World. Those are my hi-hats. I played on a song called Privacy, and I also played 8 songs on that record that didn't make it. But the whole thing is, I always would, you know, worry about what my sound was, where I was sound-wise. So, but the Roland stuff is where the industry is right now. You know, we playing hand claps, so you got to have that for the hand claps. And you know, I wish somebody would bring the snare drum back so we can play snare drum. But you know, it's basically, I play with Chris Brown. It's a lot of, you know, electronics is involved and live drums. So Roland has been really good. The actual owner of Roland signed me to Roland. He came to a Destiny's Child show in Japan, and the actual owner signed me. So he came and stood on the stage for the sound check, and that was pretty cool. So Roland is a big thing, but I'm really getting ready to get into the sounds that come with the machines. I want to be in that part of it. You know, still, you know, I use that for work, but I want to be a part of the process of making good sounds.
Because clinics are also, you know, when people ask you questions, they might also ask you about studio and, you know, recording and technologies and playing, of course. So what's your philosophy on this one, if you have one, or is it just varying from project to project?
Yeah, because, you know, times change so fast now. You know what I mean? I've worked with Rodney Jerkins and Teddy Riley and Timbaland's, different producers. Like, I work with a couple of different producers, and whatever they're on is what we're doing. You know, like at one point, you know, Teddy and Rodney would do this. They say, Gerald, you know, Rodney would say, come down to Atlantic City. This is what we're gonna do. We're spending a whole month on getting sounds. So he would go to the store, he would be buying CDs and stuff of music that he wants to, you know, do or whatever. And I would be in a room like this with this many drums, with cymbals and drums and everything. And I'm making sounds. I'm making loops. I'm making whatever. And then he would take that month that we did of just doing sounds and make music with it. And, you know, a lot of times I'd be on songs people don't know it's me playing, but I'm there because I make the track move different, that he can't program what I'm playing. So that was a lot of it at that time. You know, I played for a guy named Rob Thomas. I did his first solo album.
Matchbox 20.
Yes,
singer.
yes. I did his first solo album. And when I walked in and I went to do the session, they had some drum programming. And what they made me do is replace all the drum programming that they had. So I sat there and matched the sounds and then played the parts over. And so everybody does it differently.
This, I think, proves this theory that I'm going to tell you about wrong, which is that a lot of drummers say that the modern recording technology takes away from the feel of the music, and the Pro Tools has killed the soul in music.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out it's not really true. It's just a tool.
It can't, because if you think about it, everybody's replacing stuff, but a human feel is something that you cannot duplicate.
That's true.
You can't duplicate, no matter you quantizing, you unquantizing, however you cutting up the bars. It's not going to be what I'm going to present. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you have to be cautious of what you're saying is passe, because it's really not. It's not, because you think about it, like all of them big what we call them, like them the drum breaks, that Clyde Stubblefield played, and that, you know what I mean, like
the funky drum.
You can't match that,
Do you feel that producers have actually gone over to the programming thing?
But I'm gonna tell you why.
It's easier.
I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, it's easier. It's microwavable. The world is microwavable. You think about it. If I can just open up my laptop, put another machine to it, and make a beat on a plane, that's what it is. It's microwavable. It's like, why not, you want to have a piece of chicken, fried chicken from last night. You want to put it in the oven. It's a different process.
But do you think it's going to blow over, or do you think it's...
Nah. Well, real music will come back. It will come back, because I'm telling you, man, the thing that's going on with rappers is what's going to make real music come back. Because, all of the new rappers are saying the old rappers was whack. And that's not true.
It's never true.
That's not true. And, I get it. The young people want to have something new and fresh, and I get that. But you gotta make reference to the old, man. It's like, you sing Stevie Wonder songs at a wedding. You can't sing, like, I don't know, you can't sing trap music. You can't sing it at a wedding. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? It don't have longevity.
Yeah.
It don't have longevity. So everything always comes back around. If everything always comes back around. Remember platform shoes. The women wear platform shoes. Like a couple of years ago, they was wearing platform shoes. But platform shoes is from the 70s. You see what I'm saying? Now, everybody's back to stilettos. You know what I mean? So it's gonna always...
So it's gonna be back to live drummers and studios sooner or later.
Of course it is. Of course it is. And instrumentation, period.
I think that's a very good way to finish. Yeah. This is very uplifting.
Yeah,
thank you very much for your time.
I appreciate it, bro.